Hey, it's Vince Del Monte here, and I want to reveal the 3 biggest mistakes fitness entrepreneurs make, whether you're selling fitness information products or you're an online coach or trying to be the next big influencer. And over the last year, I've built a 7-figure mastermind coaching program, and we have over 70 of the top fitness professionals inside of it. And there's always reoccurring mistakes. They're mistakes that I've made over the years, and when I made these mistakes, my business stalled out. Even at the higher income levels, even if you're doing well right now, multi 6 figures a year or 7 figures a year, but you're stuck, it's likely because you are making one of these mistakes. And we all need this reminder. I apologize for the noise upstairs. This is just another day in the life of Daddy Vince now. Kids are probably getting hungry and need Daddy to hit the barbecue. But let's just dig in here and grab a pen and paper, and I want you guys to take some notes and try to identify where you're leaving money on the table. Okay, and then at the end of this video, I want to invite you to join us in New York City at our next 7-figure mastermind, so that you can meet some of the industry leaders, many individuals who are crushing it. And a lot of these guys you've never even heard of before. I know you're familiar with the YouTube guys, the Instagram guys, but there's a whole world of fitness entrepreneurs who are making a killing, and they're using different strategies that you might not be familiar with. And when you start realizing that there's so many different ways to make money, and we get clear on the way that makes sense for you, that's when your business will take the leap. All right, let's dig into these 3 things. The first biggest mistake I see is that you're not owning a marketplace. All right, you're a jack of all trades, but master of none. And if I go to your Instagram page, it might say online coach or, fitness trainer. Fitness trainer for who? Men over 40, college students, busy moms. And I know what you're probably saying, we help all those people, and that's the problem. You've got to do what I did. And when I launched my online business, we dominated one marketplace. Skinny guys who wanted to build their first 30 pounds of muscle. We didn't do kettlebells, strength training, powerlifting, contest prep, anything with females. It was purely for beginner guys who want to build muscle. All right, so you need to own a marketplace. All right, and you've got to be number 1 or 2 in your category, because our economy is going to hit another crash. It's going to be bigger than the last one. And guess what's going to happen if you're not number 1 or 2? You're going to fizzle out, all right? So you have to commit to being the best. If you're coaching college girls or college guys, you've got to have a specific promise for them, all right? I get college guys chiseled in 30 minutes with 3 times a week full body workouts. You see how specific that is? You've got to own a specific marketplace. You can't do a bit of everything. Even being just the guy that helps guys build muscle might not be enough anymore. Maybe you've got to specialize and own Get Big Arms, like Steve Weatherford did. Steve Weatherford came out with his Get Big Arms program. He made a killing because it was tailored to one goal, and now everybody knows him as the guy who can help you build big arms. All right? He doesn't talk about calves or chests or legs. It's just the arms. All right? So that's what we call owning a category. Number 2, the big mistake I see a lot of guys making is they're not strong in their beliefs. They're wishy-washy. All right, and you got to become more like Greg O'Gallagher, who's so committed to what he believes. You've got to fast during the day. You got to do the full body workouts. You've got to focus on getting stronger, and you don't need to do the multi-meals a day. It's just like fast during the day and have one big meal at night. He's clear on what he stands for. All right, and too many people are going back and forth. Is it this or is it that? People can't follow you because they can't trust you because you're bouncing, right? So you have to be okay with your message being polarizing, just like a vegan is, all right? You're never going to get a vegan to eat meat, and that's the same way you need to be with your beliefs. You're likely not going to get a pregnant woman to drink wine, all right? You see what I'm saying? You've got to not be afraid to polarize, because what we know is when you polarize, you actually monetize, because people say, oh, he's talking to me. And 70% of marketing is just knowing who you're talking to. So it's not good enough anymore to have any uncertainty in your message, all right? And that's why the science guys struggle, because, you know, they don't want to take a side. And that's, hey, that's totally cool. But the scientists that are like anti-bro science and that really take a stand, everything has to be science or nothing, those ones are doing well. You know what I'm saying? Because they're fighting against something that's in polar opposite. So don't be afraid to stand up and say what you believe. I built my brand around baby weights. You think that attracted some attention? Absolutely. But I've learned how to build muscle by not what you do, but how you do it in the gym. And there's so many layers of that in the message, right? You start learning how to contract muscle, and you start learning technique, and you start learning time under tension, all these different principles where guys start saying, holy cow, I'm making gains with baby weights. All right, so it starts with a big idea, a strong belief, and I believe this. I know guys that are bigger than me who built their bodies the same way. So you got to ask yourself, what do I believe? And once you get clear on that, you've got to put the stake in the ground, all right? How would Donald Trump market your business? That's a great question, right? You know, Donald Trump is crystal clear. We've got to make America better again, right? What was his message? It was very simple. It was very clear. It implied that America was not in great shape and it needed to be made better. And that was his belief. Some people didn't like it. A lot of people did. And that's how you get heard. And yes, you'll attract a lot of negativity from people that don't agree with you, but that's fine. There'll be an equal amount of people on the other side that do agree with you. And that's what you focus on. Finally, the number one reason that you're not making money online is because you've got too many mentors. All right, let me ask you a question. If you were to jump out of a plane, how many parachutes would you jump with? 1, 2, 3? You got to jump with one parachute, all right? And too many of you guys are getting advice from too many people, so you're getting pulled in different directions, all right? You need one mentor. A trusted mentor, a mentor that has what you want in excess, somebody who has a track record helping people that have achieved what you want to achieve, and you got to solicit their services. You've got to pay to play. You got to go to their mastermind. You've got to join their coaching program. It doesn't need to be me, but it needs to be somebody that you trust. If I'm the guy that you trust, then by all means, hit me up right now. And in fact, what you can do is you can apply to test drive our upcoming 7-figure mastermind in New York City. All right, that's where you can meet all my coaching students, and that's where you can get your marching orders to get 1 year's worth of results in the next 90 days. So there's a link on the screen here and a link in the description box below. And if you're a good fit, then we will see you in New York. And when we get on the phone, the goal is not to twist your arm. The goal is to make sure that you are committed to doing this and that you know that what we've got will help you get there faster, and that's what we'll discover on the call. All right, so those are the 3 big mistakes you've got to avoid. To summarize, 1, you can't be a jack of all trades and master of none. You've got to own one marketplace. 2, you can't be wishy-washy and lukewarm in your beliefs. You've got to be strong. And 3, you can't be jumping out of the plane with multiple parachutes. You've got to find one parachute, jump out with them, trust them, and let them guide you to safety and guide you all the way to your destination. So fill out that application right now, and we'll talk to you soon.